It doesn't matter if you're single, in a relationship, divorced, or going through a breakup, self-love is your foundation. So we always have to return to the foundation. Foundation is the strongest piece. So today we're going to talk about self-love. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alina and I help women step into their full feminine power. You might have noticed that I haven't posted it in a couple of weeks. It's because I actually had a surgery. It was planned, so nothing serious. And now I'm finally back. I needed some recovery time. This time away from YouTube helped me to really reflect on self-love and all of the other topics that I want to discuss. But today we're going to get back to self-love. One topic that always comes up in my therapy sessions is the topic of self-love. So today I wanted to share the 7 things that I've learned about self-love through my personal experience. Number 1, self-love is the foundation, not an option. Self-love is not something that you can have optionally. When I think about the house, the foundation is what matters the most. Without the foundation, it doesn't matter how you decorate the place. It doesn't matter, because if the foundation is solid, the house will be strong. If the foundation is weak, the house will crumble. The house will not be able to take any rain, any storm, any bad weather. And the same thing applies to you. If your foundation, if your self-love is weak, that means if there's something negative happening in your life, you will not be able to sustain it because your foundation is too weak. Self-love is all about how much you can withstand. If your self-love is strong and high, you will be able to withstand any storm. But when it's weak, you will be fluctuating back and forth. You will be overreacting. You will have all of these negative emotions. People who have weak self-love, they're way easier to manipulate because people can sense that you're not strong enough to withstand those storms. And some people will take advantage of that because once they know your foundation is weak, this is where they're going to punch you. This is exactly where they're going to aim. So for you to be able to withstand any situation, to be strong on your own, whether you're single or in a relationship, it doesn't matter. Your self-love has to be the main focus, not an optional thing. Your inner stability then create the standards for the people, the opportunities that come into your life. And this will ultimately influence your whole life experience. Number 2, attention as a form of self-love. Our brains adapt to familiarity. Once you've seen yourself so many times in the mirror, sometimes you get used to yourself, to all the good qualities, to all of the good things that you have within yourself. You look at yourself and it just becomes familiar, and you don't seem to notice those things about yourself anymore. Your brain filters what it sees every single day, including you, including all of the positive things that you have. The way you speak, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, they are forgotten by your brain. And this is why sometimes it's so hard to love yourself, because you're like, oh, I've seen myself so many times in the mirror. Like, what is new? I always need to improve. I always need to do something. But in reality, you have already so many good skills. You have so much to be proud of. But sometimes you just get used to yourself. You get used to seeing yourself in the same way. So if you shift your focus to actually noticing these things about yourself, everything changes. When I started journaling before bedtime, I realized that, wow, I'm doing so much and I have so many accomplishments, small, even the little things that I did every single day that I didn't notice before. This was one of my best habits in 2025 because now I'm going into 2026 and every day I'm noticing something about myself, something about the experience that I had today. Self-love is all about intentional attention. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So imagine if your attention went onto seeing all of these beautiful, positive things about yourself. Imagine how much more loving you would be to yourself. Imagine how much more self-love you would have if you actually notice these things about yourself. If your attention went to the little good things that you do every day, to the little good things that you are. Instead of criticizing yourself, instead of pointing out what you could do better, think about what you do well. Number 3, if you love yourself, you stop negotiating with people who don't see your worth. If you want to truly love yourself, you need to stop negotiating with people who don't choose you, who don't value you, who don't appreciate you. I want you to remember, do not choose people who don't choose you. Do not choose people who don't appreciate you. Do not choose people who don't value you. You have to remember this. This is the core of self-love. You have to leave situations and people that don't choose you. Why are you staying in half love? Why are you staying in half friendships? You have to leave those situations because you deserve the world. You deserve everything. But you have to remember this. Anytime somebody tries to give you a little bit of attention, a little bit of love, you have to remember that no, I deserve everything. I deserve the world. And you are offering me here something that I'm not going to accept, even though it might be tempting because, oh, like this person, at least they're offering something, but this is not what you want. The woman that loves herself will never accept something that is a half. She will never be the other woman. She will be the one. She needs to be the one. If you place yourself like that mentally, you will be having those opportunities in your life. You will be getting the promotions, you will be getting the relationships where you are the center. You are the main person, you are the best. You don't want to be the people that had all of these other options and they chose you because you're not that bad. You want to be the people that chose you fully, that are not negotiating with you. Oh, you know what? Maybe I want to see you now, but I don't want to see you tomorrow and give me a break. You want to be the somebody who chooses you every single day. The no weekends. I always remember the story about Carrie from Sex and the City, how Big told her during their marriage that he wants 2 days off their marriage. And this is a prime example of somebody who settled for somebody who doesn't choose her. Her self-love was so weak that she decided to settle with somebody and beg somebody to love her at a 50% rate. She didn't love herself to a point where she was begging somebody to give her at least something. She chose somebody who didn't choose her. And this is something that you should learn because those people will never appreciate you. Those people will never truly love you because they know that you're not their best option. Stop negotiating your worth with those people because they will never see it. If you see yourself being attracted or chasing those kind of people that don't give you everything, that give you just half of something, you have to remember these patterns. You have to work on your subconscious beliefs. The only way to break the cycle is to realize that you're in that cycle and that it's not serving you anymore. If you don't realize that, then you will be repeating the same cycle over and over again. You will meet the same people that will be offering you a half-ass love, and you will be saying, oh my God, this is the man of my dreams. And you're going to be settling for people that don't choose you. But remember, the foundation of self-love is to not negotiate your worth with anyone who doesn't choose you. Going on to number 4, quiet your inner critic. The fastest but also the most challenging way to your self-love is to quiet your inner critic. You can't imagine what magic happens when you quiet your inner critic. Everybody has their inner critic, but it is important to adjust the volume at which that inner critic is speaking. Because sometimes having an inner critic is healthy. Oh, like I can do better next time. It's very motivating. But sometimes the inner critic is like worse than an enemy. We are our greatest enemies sometimes. And let me tell you that the inner critic that you have is probably too loud. And you have to quiet that bitch inside of you and tell her to shut up. Because you have to cultivate self-love. And if you always criticize yourself, that's just not possible. You have to compliment yourself. You have to notice good things about yourself and not just point out all of these negative little things that you do or you didn't do. If your inner critic is louder than your inner supporter, you'll be eating yourself alive. You cannot really love yourself when all you do 24/7 is criticize yourself. Be nicer to yourself, be kinder to yourself, because you only have yourself. At the end of the day, you're the most important person in your life. And you have to be kind to yourself every single day. Even if you didn't have a good day, you did your best. You did your best, you survived. Tomorrow is another day. Be thankful for what you did and don't criticize yourself, because I know you'll do better. I know you'll try your best. But it doesn't mean that you have to criticize yourself to a point where you just cannot sleep at night because you're thinking what you could have done better. Let it go. Tomorrow will be another day and you'll try better, you'll do better, and you'll be better every single day. Speak to yourself like the kindest person that you know, because it matters a lot. Number 5, always choose self-respect over your emotions. If the situation you're in requires you to choose between your values and your emotions, always pick your values and self-respect. Although emotions are really real and we have to listen to our emotions as well, but if the decision contradicts with your values and self-respect, you will never regret choosing self-respect. Because in the end of the day, self-respect is how you're gonna keep your dignity, is how you're gonna keep your standards. The people or the decisions that require you to not choose yourself and your self-respect, they're never meant for you. They were never meant for you because those decisions were never right for you. If you have to choose between self-respect and them, then choose self-respect. Because the person that truly loves you will never make you choose them over your standards, because they know that it's important to you. They have their own standards too. So why would they pressure you into picking them, knowing that you will have to abandon your needs, your standards, your self-respect? Those people, those situations will never be healthy for you. Emotions are always temporary, but your standards have to be permanent. Number 6, the way you treat yourself teaches other people how to treat you. This is so simple, but it's so true because it's all about the subtle things that you do. It's all about how you keep promises to yourself, how you keep boundaries, how you have standards and how you fulfill them, how you not let other people walk over you. This is how you let people and you show them that this is what my standards are. This is what my self-love looks like. And if you treat me any other way, I'll walk out of this door and I will never come back. They don't even need to verbally hear it because they will see it through your actions. People learn through your behavior. If you keep showing up as the woman who loves herself, people will see it throughout your actions. People will treat you the same way. And if they don't treat you with the same self-respect that you treat yourself, then they're just stupid because they saw how you love yourself through your actions, through your everyday choices, through the sacrifices that you make. And if they still did you dirty, then you just know that they have just zero self-respect toward themselves and towards you. But generally speaking, people will read those cues and they will know how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. And the thing is, you don't have to shout about it. It will be felt through your energy because they will see that you're not the woman that tolerates that bullshit. You're not the woman that tolerates that kind of behavior. You are not the woman that will respond positively to inconsistency because you are consistent with yourself, with your choices. So why the hell would you be tolerating other people's inconsistency? No, you wouldn't, because the woman who loves herself, she will never tolerate inconsistency. A woman who loves herself, she will always protect her energy, protect her time. She will value her standards and she will enforce them. She is not going to overcompensate. She's not going to beg for the bare minimum because she gives herself that already. Her standards are high because she also is the one fulfilling those standards for herself. Other people will only have to observe and adjust accordingly. And lastly, number 7, I would say one of the most important ones. Self-love is all about listening to your body, listening to your intuition. When your body says no, you have to listen to your body. Don't disregard the signals that your body is sending you. Your body, your intuition is the greatest GPS that you can ever have. You know that saying, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. When you sense that something is off, it usually is. Trust your gut, trust your inner voice, trust your body. Most of the time, your body knows that that situation, that person is not healthy for you. That is not something that a loving person would do to themselves. Your body wants to protect itself. The signals that you get from it are the biggest wisdom that you can get. Self-love is something that you cultivate throughout your life. It's not something you do once in a blue moon. It's something that you cultivate every single day through your choices. And it's something that is going to be the journey of a lifetime. Unfortunately or fortunately, we're in this for a long time. And I'm so happy you were here with me today. And I really hope to see you in my new videos. See you soon.